What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Emily Ray, if it is your first time here, and if not, welcome back to my little corner of the YouTube where I share my cleaning routines, hacks, my organization hacks, which I don't have a lot of those because I'll be honest, I'm not a very organized person. I like to share my travel vlogs, and every now and then I do share a lifestyle vlog. In today's video, I am showing you all how to clean a dirty, stinky vacuum cleaner. So I just showed you what you will need. Any type of cleaner will do. I'm using a bathroom cleaner, and then I'm also using disinfectant wipes. I have some paper towels, some gloves, because let's be honest, vacuums are disgusting. And you'll also need a pair of scissors. Also, don't mind the dog hair on my pants. My lab is currently shedding her coat, so it's very hairy around here. I did shave her hair down yesterday to eliminate some of the hair, so that always helps. Once or twice a year I do shave her. I know it is not the best for them to do it very often, but I do live in South Alabama where it is hot and humid, so being shaved for her actually helps her out because she doesn't overheat as much when she's outside, and she doesn't stink as bad. So here I am removing the filter from the compartment of the vacuum cleaner that holds the dirt and dust and hair that you vacuum up. Now, all vacuum cleaners are not the same. I have a Shark cordless vacuum cleaner, but I also have a Shark corded vacuum cleaner. On both vacuum cleaners, the attachment right here, I'm forgetting what it's called. I'm just going to call it the waste container, comes off. So you're able to take it apart, wash it, clean it, groovy. That's great. But, however, my corded vacuum cleaner doesn't completely come apart like my cordless vacuum cleaner does. So it is a little bit, it's not difficult to clean, but it's a little bit different. So it's still the same when you're cleaning the compartment that the dirt and dust and hair goes into. You still need to make sure that you clean that filter good. You can use dish soap, you can use this spray like I'm using here to help break up some of that dirt and residue. However, it is going to be slightly different when you are cleaning the bottom of the vacuum cleaner, because you can't take the part with the actual brush and roll and wheels off of your corded vacuum cleaner. However, you can with your cordless. But to be honest, these days cordless vacuum cleaners are just as good as corded vacuum cleaners. So I do love my corded vacuum cleaner. It works very well. All my vacuums are Shark. My air filter that I just recently bought is Shark. I just trust the Shark products. I've never had any Shark products let me down. So if you are looking for a good vacuum cleaner, I would highly suggest Shark, whether it's corded, cordless, a robot. They all work wonderful. So it is very important to clean your vacuum cleaner on a regular basis. It's very important to empty out the waste container pretty much as soon as you get done vacuuming, because that stuff is just going to sit there, and I'm just going to use the term marinate. The smells, the odors are going to get strong. You're going to be thinking, what's that smell? It's coming from your vacuum, because you cleaned up the mess but then you didn't dispose of the mess. You just let it sit there in your vacuum, and that frustrates the crap out of me when somebody in my house uses one of my vacuums and they don't empty it out. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Get your own vacuum. So, yes, it is very important to clean them. You don't have to take them apart and clean them every time you use them like this. Unless you're a professional cleaner and you're going to different places to clean, then yes, I would take it apart and clean it just so that you're not transporting bacteria and dirt and grime from one place to the next. But it's not very hard to just take this apart and spray it with some cleaner, rinse it out, let it dry. And it will cut down on the odor in your house. Also, when you don't clean your filter very often, those little white pieces that I pulled out a couple of minutes ago, when you're vacuuming, you're going to be dispersing that odor back into your house. That odor that you were trying to get rid of, the dirt and grime that you were trying to get rid of, those odors build up. And if you don't clean your filter's going to stink, and when you vacuum, you're going to smell that smell. I know you all have smelt that smell before. This woman on TikTok, she compared it to, what did she compare it to? Fritos, old Fritos. And I was like, that was the perfect analogy, because yeah, it does smell like old Fritos when you don't clean out your vacuum. So please, for the love of God, if you think you're cleaning your house with a dirty, grimy vacuum cleaner, you're not. And you know what's really frustrating is whenever you are trying to vacuum and it's not sucking anything up, and it's because the person before you used it and didn't empty it or clogged it up, or the roller is full of hair. You have got to take care of your vacuums. My vacuums have lasted me, I've had both of my vacuums, gosh, my Shark corded vacuum I've had for about 3 years, and my cordless vacuum cleaner I've had for 2 years, and they both work so very well. This one right here, how I'm showing you today, is probably the dirtiest that it has ever been, because I have been slacking lately. But if you take care of your vacuum cleaners, they can last for years. If you do not take care of your vacuum cleaner, you could be buying a new vacuum cleaner every 6 months. And vacuum cleaners are not cheap. If you want to get a good vacuum cleaner, you're going to be spending at least a couple $100s. I know both of these were around $200, and I bought them both on sale. I bought them both from Target when they were on sale, and they were still around $200. So this attachment was too large for me to rinse out in the sink, so I brought it to the shower, rinsed it out in the shower just to make sure that I got all of the dirt out of the part. That is the hose where the, so it's sucked up through this piece right here, and it goes up through that hose, and then through the filter, and then into the waste compartment. So not a whole lot of dirt gets trapped in there, clearly, because that's where it's being sucked through. But when it gets clogged up, then your vacuum is not going to work. So it is important to keep that part nice, clean, and clear as well. This is disgusting. This is embarrassing. I like that on this cordless vacuum cleaner, I can take that piece loose so that I can really get up into that suction hole. In my corded vacuum cleaner, you can't, so you have to like stick your finger up in there, which is not the most pleasant thing in the world. But this stuff is so disgusting, and your vacuum cleaner, it can grow mildew and mold from the crap that you are sucking up, especially like if there's any type of moisture. And there was moisture in mine, and I'm not vacuuming like wet floors or anything, so it just goes to show things can get nasty if you're not tending to them, okay? So please, for the 100th time, tend to your vacuum cleaner if you don't want a nasty, dirty situation. So I'm just going to use my hands to get all this gunk, hair, and grime out. And then I'm going to get a paper towel and the bathroom cleaner, and I'm going to spray it down really good and get up in those cracks. I'm going to use the knife to push down through those cracks and crevices so I can make sure I get it super clean. I also use the knife to take off the attachment that covers the suction hole because I couldn't find a flathead screwdriver, but it works just as well. And then make sure you have your pair of scissors because you're going to want to get all of this hair off of your brush roll. It is very important to do this, especially if you have several people with long hair in your house. If you have lots of dogs, you're going to want to get this hair out of your roller because it can stop it from rolling, and if it's covering up the brushes, then the brushes aren't doing any good. So make sure you're doing this on a regular basis as well. And of course, don't forget to wipe down the outside. This is not necessary for it to work properly, but it is necessary if you don't want your vacuum cleaner to stink. And then who wants to clean with a dirty looking vacuum? And of course, make sure that you have gotten as much of the hair and grime off as possible so that you do not clog your drain. When you're doing this, it would be ideal to use a sink in your laundry room if you are blessed enough to have a sink in your utility or laundry room, but I do not, so I am using the sink in my bathroom, and I'm just trying my best to make sure that I've gotten as much of the crud and the hair off of these items before I am rinsing them off in the sink. And I had no problems whatsoever. Nothing got washed down the drain. I mean, a little bit of dirt, clearly, but my sink is perfectly fine. It is not clogged at all. Make sure that you lay all of the pieces out to dry thoroughly before putting them back together. The filters probably need about 24 hours to dry completely before you use your vacuum cleaner again. Please don't put them back in your vacuum cleaner damp because that can make bacteria grow. I hope you guys enjoyed this vacuum cleaning video with me. I hope you got some helpful tips and information from this video. Again, my name is Emily Ray, and I will see you next time.